do not listen to what people are doing on the internet. Literally, you'll talk to like anybody who is a developer but has never actually worked as a developer. They're gonna pick the What's up, you guys? Good morning.
Hope you're having a good day. We are here at our office slash Stardust Coffee.
Dusty butt.
Yeah, and so we wanted to talk about today kind of on the theme of like, all right, we're back.
So we are outside because we don't know if the music is too loud for our mic to pick up, so we're sort of playing.
We're testing it.
We're testing it right now. So let us know if you prefer us to be outside or inside. By the way, today
we want to talk about, we're actually going through the process of hiring 2 new developers. One is a senior, one is a junior. And so I kind of just thought it'd be interesting to talk about how to actually get a job in this remote developer world.
And what it looks like to just get your first development job. Like, what are some of like the fundamental things you need to know or understand before jumping into the world of development? I'd
say first and foremost, which is like, don't be afraid to reach out to people. So Brandy started this Slack development community, which is like an international community of developers. So we hire all remote, so we don't care where you're at in the world.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint, doesn't matter. We actually found these 2 developers because they reached out to Brandy, and then Brandy told them to reach out to me.
And the one thing to note is I have had good rapport with these developers for several years now. Yeah. One of them I've been talking with for honestly 3 years, and he would ask me questions about React and Redux, and very nice. So it wasn't just very random. I feel like I know him pretty well.
And which is cool, but really the most important thing I wanted to say about that is there are 350 developers or more in this community right now.
Yeah, there's almost 400.
Or almost 400 now. And the thing is, in this introduction channel, there are so many people saying, hey, I'm a junior, I'm looking to get started, or who has opportunity, and I didn't reach out to any of those, not because they aren't great people, I just didn't. I'm busy. It was the people that actually took the chance and reached out to me and tried to get something going here that actually I was like, okay, maybe we will look at you and evaluate. And they ended up passing our evaluation. If you're not qualified or don't have the skill sets, unfortunately you won't make the cut. But
so yeah, and kind of going into like, what are the qualifications that people look for, because Josh is the person that is hiring developers, and he's a senior level developer slash architect that would be looking at you guys to hire you. So one of the things that I know you said, reach out to people, and then the other thing, which is more on the technical side, is make sure you have a GitHub.
Yes.
And I've created several videos on this on how to use GitHub and how to make it look presentable for people like Josh, because when we go through somebody's GitHub, if we're trying to hire somebody, we don't just check to make sure you have hundreds of projects.
Nope.
We go through your commit messages. We want to know what it is that you're building. We want to know that you are the one that is committing the code, that you didn't just clone this or fork this.
Yep.
That is your actual code base that you wrote, and you also know how to write commit messages, because those are very important when you're working on a team with people. And the other thing is that you have structured readmes, and maybe this is just a me thing, but I like to know what you use to build whatever it is, like the project, like why you built it, like what's the problem that you're solving, and what do I need to do to get this running.
Yeah.
So I can look at the application myself. I don't have to dink around with, figuring out which libraries and all that sort of stuff. That makes sense. So make sure your GitHub, make sure your GitHub is clean, it's up to date, it's readable.
And it has good code on there. Like, most importantly, you have to have good code on there. Both of the questions, the immediate things I asked was not, one, first, like learning, are they familiar with our stack and their level of years of coding? But even though they tell me, hey, I've been coding for this X number of years, I say, send me a project. Send me something you built in this stack so I can look through it. And that is my biggest thing that I look for, which is the code, because I'm not a big fan of testing. Whiteboard testing, every company's different. I'm not a fan of that. I'm horrible at that personally, and I don't like being evaluated at that, but I'm a great developer. I look and I test people based on how I think is a good determining factor, and that's really the work. The work, how you program, and then obviously the evaluation period will go through phases of working with us for the first couple months, because anybody can talk, anybody can put together a project, but you also have to be good at working on a team together.
And another good thing that a lot of companies do, when I was interviewing at IBM, they had, and it's very similar to, I know a lot of big companies do this, because they tested me verbally and did all that type of stuff. But the other thing that they do is they will say, hey, here's a stack, or whatever stack they were hiring for. When they were looking to hire me, it was in their React stack. And so they had me build something. They gave me 3 days, I had to build a project. And that's a very similar thing that Josh is saying, that he wants to see how you build something and the type of thing that you build. All right, so those are like the first couple of things. We wanted to come out here first thing in the morning and talk with you guys. Yep. But this sun is glaring, as you can kind of see. We're starting to like look all washed out.
Looking crazy. I can't really see it out of this right eye right now.
So we're gonna pop inside, work for a little bit, and then jump back on.
For some more tips.
Yeah.
Time to head home, eat some lunch, good morning session. Didn't feel super productive, but I did get some good stuff done. I guess meetings never feel super productive. I had a lot to discuss about like next steps, next things we wanted to build in the product. So necessary, but it doesn't feel like a whole lot of ground was gained on the product itself.
Alright, you guys, best thing coming home to a big box.
Oh yeah, I got a big box, yes I do. I got a big box, how about you?
I got a big box, yes I do. I got a big box, how about you?
I think you don't know what you're saying.
And it says perishable on it. Ooh, could it be?
Oh man, what do you got going there?
Enlightened, you guys. This is hands down best ice cream, like healthy ice cream. I know like the Halo is like a big thing, but Josh and I prefer this because it tastes, well, these are the bars, which we just had some of these, but their ice cream is amazing.
They also have these chocolate covered bars. And
Moving closer, you guys.
she's making her way on over to my desk. Yeah. This is my side of the office.
This is my side. This is his side. His is much cleaner. Alright, so we are back home. We had a solid work sesh all day today. It's not even 7 o'clock. 6:45.
It feels late. It always feels late around this time.
It does, because we've been getting up super early. If you guys follow us on Instagram, you're probably aware.
You know how we do.
Yeah, Josh has been getting up at 4:45.
4:45. Almost for a month now.
2 weeks. But back
2
to
weeks.
topic.
We're on 3 weeks now.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, back on topic, you guys. We can debate about how long we've been getting up early. So we've been talking about getting a job as a developer and things that you need to do.
Yes.
Or think about. And the two things that we covered this morning were reaching out to people and having a fire GitHub.
I'll be honest, I think nowadays the best way to show off your skill sets is by having projects, for sure. Code that you actually have done and worked on. Tip, are we doing a number 3 tip? Or?
Sure.
Okay,
Hit 'em.
Number 3.
You guys have clearly thought about this.
Oh, let me think.
2,000 years later.
Tip number 3.
I couldn't think of one.
One of the questions that I get asked a lot, and either it's in the Slack group that we have, or it's on Instagram, or it's in the comments here, it's I don't know what to build. Like, what should I build as a project?
Oh, I can answer that. So, one, I would literally start with JavaScript. A lot of people probably going to debate me on that, but here's the thing. If you are trying to get into programming, there are thousands and thousands of junior level JavaScript jobs, and JavaScript is literally so broadly used. So
It's the web and the internet's never going away.
yeah, so I would start in JavaScript and then probably, honestly, just pick one of the most popular frameworks being used nowadays and build something in it.
Well, how do you know what's a popular framework? Really?
How?
Doesn't anyone on the
Nice communities. I don't know. You hear
do not listen to what people are doing on the internet. Literally, you'll talk to like anybody who is a developer but has never actually worked as a developer. They're gonna pick the hottest framework. They're gonna start building in Vue.js when nobody's hiring for Vue.js. Not downplaying Vue.js, but look on job boards like Indeed.com, Monster. What are people actually hiring for? Or go to the company that you're dreaming about working at. Maybe you want to work at Slack. Maybe you want to work at Pinterest. Maybe you want to work at Google. Take a look at what they use to build in whichever department you're trying to get into and learn that framework.
Perfect.
End of rant.
That's good.
Do you have a fourth tip or no?
No.
3's good? Okay.
I'm done.
3, you guys, those are the 3 tips you guys get today about getting a job as a developer. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, they've worked. Literally, the 2 major things I used to get started was I reached out and I had code to show. That was like how I literally got jobs. And by reaching out, I mean I developed friendships of people and they hired me even though I wasn't qualified.
And that is literally one of the main reasons why I started the Slack community. It's called Hustle with Heart. You can find it on Slack. There's also a link in the description. But it's literally to connect people with other people.
Yeah.
Whether you're a beginning or you are been developing for 35 years or you're a designer trying to get into dev or you're just a designer or UXer or you're a project manager and you want to be around technical people. It's literally a community where other people can engage with other people, share advice, and connect and find jobs. Somebody just posted a job in there today. They're looking for junior developers.
That's awesome.
In React.
When we literally just hired 2 people out of this international community of devs, so it's really cool. Mm-hmm. It definitely works.
So take a look at it, join, especially if you're trying to connect with other like-minded individuals and learn or teach people.
Yeah.
But if you guys like this, thought it was useful, give it a thumbs up. Boop, 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 boop. And of course, subscribe to our channel below. We will see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye.